Okay, so let's start the cyclic group here. Acha, one more thing I will tell you. Questions regarding number of cycles of length 5 in S5, number of cycles of length 10 in S10, number of elements of order 21 in S10, possible number of elements. Such questions are also asked in UPSC CSE. So what I'm gonna do is, after finishing cyclic group and center of group, उसके बाद we will have a separate lecture for questions. Why I have designed this lecture series like this? Because first I want to give you the glimpse of some topics, so that when you deal that PYQ, it will be dealt in a good manner. Otherwise some things I will say इसको रट्टा मारो, अगले पढ़ेंगे, आगे करेंगे, और आगे कभी आएगा नहीं. Never it will come. Okay, so just go with the flow of the lecture. After this lecture we will have a separate question section. There I will deal all those questions. Okay, so let's have cyclic group. So a group is said to be cyclic if it has a generator. What I mean by generator, patience. A belongs to Z is a generator of G if each element of G can be written as for some n belongs to Z plus. That means B is nothing but can be found on composing A n times. That means B is being generated by A. Is that clear? So if for all such B this happens, we say A generates the whole group G. And if it's happening like this, then we say कि G is a cyclic group. Don't worry. Let's say, for example, Z5 with elements, non-zero elements, and multiplication modulo 5. So please be on the board. Can 1 be the generator of Z5, 2 be the generator of Z5, 3 be the generator? I'm saying can. You need to cross check. 1 is generator of Z5. If 1 is generator of Z5, then how many times I will multiply 1 so that I get 2 or 3 or 4? Not possible? So no. When I say 2, so 2 composition 2 times, 4 3 times, 2 to the 4 to the 8, 8 in modulo 5, 3. 4 times, 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16, 16 in modulo 5, 1. 2 itself is there, 2 का power 1 is, मतलब 2 तो 2 है ही. So that means 2 is an element which can generate whole Z5. देखो ना, 4 भी मिल गया, 3 भी मिल गया, 1 भी मिल गया, and 2 तो है. So 2 is a generator of Z5. 3 is a generator of Z5. 4 is a generator of Z5. You can cross check that. What cyclic group का definition says, if it has a generator, that means if you have shown at least one generator in that group, then that group will be cyclic. So you have shown 2 is a generator of this group, so this is a cyclic group. Is that clear? A group may have more than one generator also. यहीं पर देख लेंगे अगर हम लोग, लेट्स से यही अगर मैं Z5 में ही बात करता एडिशन मॉड्यूलो के साथ में, so can I say 0 is the generator? Identity cannot be the generator, क्योंकि identity को कितने ही बार, how many times you compose, it will give identity only. So let's say 1. I'm going to check कि whether 1 is a generator of Z5 or not. So 1 compose 1 times 1, 1 composition 2 times means 1 को addition modulo 5 में add किया, 1 composition 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 5 times 5 तो है ही नहीं उसके अंदर. So 1, with the help of 1 you can have all elements in mod 5 is 0. So that means by composing 1 for different times you have all those elements of Z5. So Z5 with respect to addition modulo 5 is also a cyclic group. Any doubt? Moreover, in general, Zm is always a cyclic group with respect to addition modulo m, and 1 will always be a generator of Zm. 1 will always be a generator of Zm. Moreover, in Zm, whatever the relative primes of m are there, those can generate Zm. So if I talk about 5, what are relative primes to 5? If p is a prime number, then relative prime to p are p minus 1. This you can calculate. 5p बताया ना अभी. 5p will be what? p raised to the power 1 minus p raised to the power 1 minus 1. So p minus p का power 0, 1, that is p minus 1 only. So if p is a prime, then zp के लिए number of generators कितने हो जाएंगे बेटा? 5p, that is p minus 1 only. If p is not a prime number, then number of generators will be 5m, and 5m will be calculated by that Euler's formula. What I told you, m will be factorized by p1 raised to power r1, p2 raised to power r2, and that calculation. Is that clear? So one more thing you can think about, why relative primes are generators. So that's an exercise for you to think why other elements are not being generator of Zm. Clear? Let's move for S3 with respect to composition is a cyclic group. Tell me. No. This is not a cyclic group. Why? In one way, you can say कि I, sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3, tau 1, tau 2, none of them will generate the whole S3. So S3 is not a cyclic group. In other way, you can have a statement or theorem कि every cyclic group is abelian, but converse need not be true. Every cyclic group is abelian. Let's check it. See, let G is cyclic. So by definition, dear, there will be a generator. There exists a generator of G. That means every element of G we have generation y a. Getting? Now, let's say if I want to check whether Z is abelian or not, what I will check? Any arbitrary two elements X composition by is same as by composition X or not. So check it out. X by is a raised to power n composition a raised to the power m. This will be a raised to the power n plus m. This will be a raised to the power m plus n, because n and m are integers. N and m are integers, and integers follow commutativity. Again I can write like this. This is what? Y into x. क्या लेकर चले थे? कहां पहुंचे? So if a group is cyclic, then it must be abelian. But converse need not be true. So when you say need not be true, then one example is sufficient. देखो, in mathematics, to prove something, you need to prove theoretically. To disprove something, you just need to give an example which does not follow that, you are done. So here, let's take Z6. Z6 is cyclic? Yes, Z6 is cyclic because Zm, is it cyclic? Or Zp only cyclic? Zn cyclic होता है, ठीक है? So I want to have some example which is not a cyclic group but abelian. Think about it. Give me an example. First. K-lines 4 group याद है? K4. E, A, B, C वाला ग्रुप याद है? Each element is of order 2. abelian है लेकिन cyclic नहीं है. Okay, so for this question you can use this statement. Since this is non-abelian group, if this is non-abelian, this can never be cyclic. You getting my point? Because if it is cyclic, then it must be abelian. Since it is non-abelian, so it can never be cyclic. Is that clear to you guys? Fine. For cyclic group, you can go for like checking out is Z2 cross Z3 is cyclic or not. Z3 cross S3 is cyclic or not. अब यहां तो S3 ही cyclic नहीं है तो इसको पहले ही मर जाएगा, है ना? So your homework is just do an exercise when you can say Zm cross Zn is a cyclic group. ठीक है? Is there any condition needed over n कि m और n का GCD 1 हो तभी it will be cyclic, or in general it is cyclic? So it's for you guys. Check it out. Do it on the paper. Nah. Chalo. So for cyclic group, you can have n number of, because you have categories like Q8 quaternion group, non-abelian, इसलिए not cyclic. Roots of unity, the cyclic group, let's say cube roots of unity. So this is a cyclic group. Fourth roots of unity, cyclic group. Okay. Nth roots of unity is a cyclic group. Moreover, nth roots of unity can be represented by the points on the peripheral of a circle of unit radius. This is a point 1. So let's say where is minus 1 by 2 plus iota root 3 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 plus iota root 3 by 2 will be somewhere here. Minus 1 by 2 minus iota root 3 by 2 will be somewhere here. So cube roots of unity are represented like this. Similarly, you can this fourth roots of unity कहाँ जाएगा बच्चे? Unit radius का circle. This is the 1, 0, 0, iota, 0 comma minus iota, minus 1 comma 0. These are the fourth roots of unity. सकल से ही दिख रहा है cyclic. This is the beauty of algebra. Okay. चल. Now there is a small concept. अच्छा, in case of cyclic group, you may have some theorems as well. So those theorems are on the PDF, easy to understand. Nothing as such वो cyclic or abelian वाला is there. What I will do after Lagrange theorem, I will state some examples, some questions through, and there we will use some theorem also, and I will prove there only. ठीक है? Now onwards in the lecture, in the starting lectures, just my focus is on to make you feel कि algebra is not that kind of demon कि देखते ही बुखार आएगा करके, नहीं. ओके, सो अभी आगे मूव कर सकते हैं क्या? करें? चल, सेंटर ऑफ अ ग्रुप. देखा, सारे स्ट्रक्चर्स एक क्लास में पढ़ लेने का फायदा पता क्या होता है? यही है, इतना ही कॉन्फिडेंस रहते हैं. आई हैव नथिंग इन माई हैंड, नो नोट्स, नो बुक, नथिंग, बट दिमाग में इतना चीजें रम गई है ना कि वो एकदम से बोर्ड पे फिर चलता है. ठीक है, चल. सो सेंटर ऑफ अ ग्रुप जी, बस दिस इज द लास्ट टॉपिक फॉर दिस लेक्चर टू. व्हेन यू से you have a group G and the center of this group G is represented by ZG. ध्यान से सुनना what I am telling. This is the collection of all those elements of G. This is the collection of all those elements of G which commute with every element of G. Definitions, once you understood, everything is clear in the this algebra part. If you are not clear about the definition, आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. So what I've said, ZG is collection of all those elements of the group which commute with every element of group. खत्म बात. क्या इसमें नया था? Getting? For example, let G is abelian group. If it is abelian, then for all A and B in G, AB will be BA. That means each element commutes with every other element. That means center of an abelian group will be nothing but all elements of the group G. So those, if I ask what is the center of Z2, so Z2 is abelian, so center of Z2 is Z2. What is the center of Z2 cross Z10? This is an abelian group, so center of this group is same as the group only, because center of the group contains all those elements of the group which commutes with every element of that group. Is that fine? So if I ask about center of S3, tell me, S3 is not abelian, so it contains I only or some other element. Just come up with your plan. Okay. Chalo. We can have other examples like finding the center of Q8. Z of Q8. Q8 क्या था मेरे बच्चे? 1 minus 1 I plus minus I plus minus J and plus minus K and conditions over that. Ij is not equal to minus Ji. So ये तो commute कर ही नहीं रहे थे किसी के साथ में, but 1 and minus 1 will always commute. So center of Q8 will be a set containing 1 and minus 1. Is that clear? Tell me what is the center of UN. UM is always abelian, so center of an abelian group is the group itself. Is that clear? Okay, tell me, that is more interesting. General linear group, GLNR. What is the center of general linear group? What was the LNR? The collection of all n by n matrices with determinant non-zero. So here, very important exam point for you guys. Not directly it will be asked. It may be asked directly. Find the center of the group GLNR. Let's say it asks GL5R. So this will be collection of, by definition only. Algebra is all about your love towards definitions. So center of GLNR, collection of all matrices n by n के, such that जिनका डिटर्मिनेंट भी नॉन जीरो हो, क्योंकि GLNR से ही Z के एलिमेंट आएंगे, Z of Z के, such that A commutes with every element of G. So please do remember कि scalar matrix. Obviously here A will be non-zero, otherwise this element will not be element of this GLNR. Getting? So this is collection of all those scalar matrices. Please do remember this result, otherwise you can have fever in the exam hall. All those scalar matrices with determinant as non-zero. Getting? So this is the center of general linear group. So one question for you guys is, what is the center of special linear group? Tell me in the next lecture. So this is the story. जाओ नहीं अभी. Just how I deal this abstract algebra part. Number first, we need to study or read about all possible groups. Once we are sound about all possible groups, we will go for other definitions like subgroups. Now to visualize subgroup, I will again focus on all these structures. To visualize order of group, I will be focusing on again. To visualize order of element, I'll be focusing again. Center of a group, I'll be focusing on it on again. Is that clear? One more thing. So examples which are easy to understand, those are already given in your PDF. So don't worry, sir, please solve 100 or 1000 examples here. I'm giving you crux. I'm trying to make you understand the topic. Rest, please do following those assignments, those questions. If you have doubt, then let me know in the comment box. I'll be surely dealing in the next lecture also. So please let me know ki next lecture what we can have actually. So this is the story what we have covered in this lecture. So I guess it's enough for today. We'll continue the lecture in the next. Bye bye.